Hello, good afternoon. So today is day 24 of my 100 tips in 100 days. And for those who don't know me, I'm Sabine, I'm a marketing consultant, and I work with professional women and help them to create an online business that they love and allow them to live and work anywhere. So today I'm going to keep going on my life lesson series, and I'm going to be talking about about learning foreign languages and speaking foreign languages and what I've learned from my experience. So in those life lesson series, I'm already kind of going in the chronological order, and so today, so that to the point where I am, I've studied and I speak 4 different languages, and there's a lot of things that I've realized when I started learning Spanish, which is the last language that I learned. And so the life lessons that I got from that was actually that practice, that you get better with practice, and it's not, obviously you get better with practice, but what I mean is that you shouldn't wait until you get to a really good level to be able to be confident in speaking the language, which is something that I did with English, for instance. I was so afraid to make a mistake and to not to have the right accent, or to have a French accent that was too strong and that kind of thing. That the first few months living in the UK, most of the people thought actually I couldn't even speak. So it was interesting how in Spanish it didn't happen. So in Spanish I was able to, from day one, with a very, very little common of the language, I was able to speak, and I wasn't worried about what I would say, the mistakes I would make. And that was a big change in my experience. The second tip that I have is don't worry about the way you speak, accents, the grammar, or tenses, or that kind of thing. Taking again the example of Spanish, I spoke in present tense for a long, long time because I didn't know anything about past tense and future tense, and I used to speak just in present tense, and it was fine. People were able to understand me, and I would say something in present and tomorrow and then say yesterday without knowing how to do it. And in time I learned how to, I got to know more of the language, but I didn't worry too much at the beginning. And the last point I wanted to talk to you today was about the fact that the more languages you learn, the easier it gets. It doesn't get easier in terms of the language, because some language are difficult, and I guess someone is studying Mandarin tomorrow, it's not, even though they already speak 4, 5, 6 languages, it's still going to be difficult. But the learning process gets easier in time. And what I mentioned at the beginning, and not being too worried about using the exact word, or one thing that happened as well at the beginning, and trying to say one thing. Now, I knew it was missing so many words that I would not say. I would say nothing. And something that I learned in time is actually, try to find a different way to say it. Maybe it's not exactly expressing what you want to say, because obviously at the beginning, when you're learning the language, you can't express everything. You can't express feelings the same way that you do in your mother tongue. So it's something I learned. It's just, I'll say it a different way. Maybe it's not exactly what I want to say, but it doesn't matter. I can get the point across. So that specific point was probably the most important thing that I was able to do. And I was able to realize that not after learning 1 language or 2, but at the 3rd one, and I was able to apply that. So, and I do feel now, if I have to learn, if tomorrow I decide to learn another language, I don't feel worried about it. I know it's going to be difficult, because it's a process, it's a learning experience. It's something that you need to work on, but I wouldn't be worried about starting and say, I'll see how it goes. So that's it. So that's it for tomorrow for my life lessons on learning and speaking foreign languages. Thank you. Bye bye.